you? I am in my kitchen here, heading into the office so that I can actually be on time for your energy forecast. And I know it takes a few minutes for you all to get on. So let's get started. All right. I have my desk. Okay. And there we go. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Good morning, Rob. How are you? I'm just getting myself set up. My, oh, boy. My mother-in-law came in last night from Vegas, and her flight landed at like 10:35, and so what, we got home, by the time we got home, it was, I guess it was almost midnight, and then between the dogs and everything else, it took a while for us all to get settled, and then every time she made a move last night, the dogs were like crazy. Hi, Donna. How are you? Welcome. Welcome. We're just getting settled here as I'm trying to wake up on on this hot and muggy. You sec? Clear that? Cool. Okay. So I'm just going to get started, and people will show up as they show up. Just trying to get the light going. So let's get things going here. The energy forecast for September 21. Good morning, Dominique, to September 27, 2016. Oh, this is so cool. Today's, they said it's World Peace Day, right? So, oh, nice. You're going to like this reading. Let me just pull out the cards. And let's get this thing rocking and a-rolling. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so the theme for the upcoming week. Jackie, hi, I got some new people on. The theme for the upcoming week is love. And yeah, I should just not even bother showing you the cards because they're always backwards. But I love that the theme is love. So, it's cool. Has anybody hit the love button yet today on Facebook? It's with World Peace Day. When you hit the love button, like hearts go exploding all over the place. I mean, it's simple, it's silly, but stuff like that, which connects you with joy, which connects you with right, yeah, Dominique, you did it. Which connects you with joy, it connects you with fun, it makes you smile, it raises your vibration, it changes your state, your emotional state, even if it's just for a second. And that right there is just at its simplest, absolute simplest version is a connection to love energy. So this week really is all about you connecting to love energy in as many different ways as you can. All right? And so even if it's just something that seems kind of silly or it doesn't make sense, we want to raise your vibration. Yeah, and I'm happy to have you here, Jackie. I'm sorry, I gotta take a sip of coffee. Man, I'm telling you, I'm working on like so little sleep. Used to be easy to do when I was a kid, not anymore. Awesome. Good thing is that I channel even better, because when I'm tired, then I forget what I want to say. So, which is awesome. So, I want to move right into to the energy that's going to be supporting us this week. Okay, we went, hey Jen, how are you? I didn't see you pop on. So we said love. Well, guess what? The next card is abundance. Whoop whoop, baby. Seriously, Mercury retrograde is lifting. I know we're still going to be in the shadow period. And I know a lot of people have gone through some intensity with Mercury retrograde, but we are on the other side, you know. And the fact of the matter is that even if you don't buy into the whole Mercury retrograde thing, there are people who do. And you're still going to be affected just because that's the energy that's floating around, you know, outside around you, okay? Just going to see if I can... yes. Maybe a little bit. I was just trying to get some more light. Okay, so we've got love and we have got abundance, and like I'm tempted to just say, just forget it, just leave it here. Let's just have this really cool, fun energy. And I'm sorry, I know I'm a little distracted today, but I see my lighting kit is showing up. Okay, see how that does. Yeah, that's better. I'm talking to you here and I'm looking at myself on Facebook, which is just maybe 3 seconds behind. So, okay, so love. Where can you find love this week, okay? Where can you find... Now, here's the deal. Oh, boy. Every time I think it's going to be just happy slappy, something else comes through, and we all know better, right? Because that's it. We're here to experience the duality, whether we like it or not. Awesome. Thanks, Jackie. Thanks for letting me know that. We are here to experience the duality. So part of love is a little bit uncomfortable, okay? You're going to be asked to make some choices this week that are loving for you, that support you and self-love, but they're not going to feel so loving. They're going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. And so I'm hearing that there's going to be a few more relationship endings this week than maybe that you'd like, or maybe you've already gone through a relationship ending towards the end of last week. And what they're saying to me is that this is necessary in order for you. Yes. Okay, awesome. Me too, Dominique. And what they're saying is this is just necessary for you so that you can step into your greater love for... give me a sec. I'm getting their words because this is just a little different than the way they phrase things. It's so you can step into your greater love for yourself, okay? So that you can begin seeing an abundance of more of the gifts that you've been asking for and you haven't been able to receive. Okay, so, hey, Nance. So we sit there and we say, oh, the universe is is waiting to gift you with stuff. You know, I get caught using that phrase, but frankly, it's a crock of shit. The universe isn't waiting to gift you with that kind of stuff. The universe just responds. It doesn't have a desire to share. The universe is, period, and it responds. It doesn't judge you. and so that's why they say the universe has your back, because everything that you're asking for is right there and the universe has it waiting for you, but it's not like it's desirous to support you. Okay? But it's not desirous to hurt you or harm you or not support you. It's doing its job, and its job is to give you what you're asking for, okay, and what you're willing to receive. So that's a long and convoluted way to get out there and say your gifts are sitting out in the universe, okay? It's like, here you are, and here's all the stuff that you say you want, okay? You have to get aligned with all of that goody stuff, all that fun stuff. You're not aligned with it when you are asking for stuff that's like, yay, happy, fun, and you're continuing to choose relationships that suck, relationships that hurt and harm you. Because now what's happening is you're sending the universe a dual message, a dual energetic message. Okay? You're saying, yay, I want everything that's all high vibration. It's going to make me feel great. Woohoo, woohoo. And then the actions you're taking are like, no, 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 no. I don't want that. I'm happy right here. I'm very happy right here in my little hole of despair. Your sun is sinking, and you have to cut the cord. I'll go down with him. He puts me in a place that's not me anymore. I hear you, and Dominique, let me just first say I'm sending you so much love, because when it's our kids, even more so than our parents and our spouses and our partners and our friends, when it's our kids who are making choices that aren't loving for themselves, I mean, forget it, moms and dads, holy crap, we just want to just swoop in there and fix it and make it better, and man, we just can't. We can support and we can love, and sometimes even with our kids, it means loving from afar, because it's the only way you will have the strength you need if they choose to come back to you, so that you can, the strength you need to help them if they choose to come back. And they really ask and want the help to come back to the other side. So Dominique, I really, really, really feel for you. You know, my kid, he makes some really stupid choices, and he's a smart kid. And I know it's not the same thing, but you know, he makes these choices, and it breaks my heart. And so, like I said, I know it's not the same thing, but I just wanted to share, just so you know that I can relate and understand a little bit of what you're going through. So, and good for you for standing your ground, because here's the thing. He's not going to be able to make the empowered choice if you're not empowered. And your other children are not going to be able to make positive, empowered choices if you're not empowered. So, tough love right now. It really sucks. Got to allow him his own free will. I know we can't force them to do what they can do. So, my heart goes out to you, and congratulations for doing what needs to be done to afford him, you, and the other kids, yeah, they're all fed up, to afford all of you guys a more empowered life. And that's actually filled with love. So, you know, and that's a perfect example of when we put so much energy into a situation that that brings us down, and a situation where the other person is just not willing and ready to change yet. It blocks us off from having the energy to receive the other good stuff that we're asking for. It keeps us from even being able to focus on and notice the other good stuff that you're asking for. And there really is an abundance of good stuff waiting for all of us, okay? So, all right, so we've got love, and we've got abundance, which is supporting us. And I do see that in abundance in its truest, and I'm going to say more positive form. So we're talking about it showing up in money. We're talking about it and showing up as in more, hey, Ebeth's in the house. We're talking love and abundance. We're with the abundance. I mean, we're talking more love. We are seeing money showing up. We are seeing opportunities showing up. We are seeing definitely more abundance showing up in the positive form. Because I want to just hit you with something here, and I'm guilty of using this word myself, but it's like, I want more abundance, right? But I want you to think about this. Here we are in the spiritual world, and a lot of people use abundance in the term, in the form that relates to money. All right? We're saying, I want to be abundant. And what we're saying is we want to have more money. Well, guess what? Abundance is a lot. So if you're going through shit and you're saying, I want abundance, and more shit shows up, you got abundance. Okay? I mean, seriously. Yeah. I know, I'm looking. Right? I mean, you gotta think about what you're saying. Like, in this spiritual world that we live in, we've applied meanings to certain words, and we forget that they have more than one meaning. So when I'm really big on when I'm talking to people, yeah, right, Jackie? I'm really big on when I'm talking to people and we're working on what they want to manifest, what they want to bring into their life. Talk about what you freaking want. Like, use English words. Use the words that you used before you started picking up on the New Age spiritual jargon. Because these are the words that are more concrete for you. And they usually are talking about specifically what you want. Okay? So if you want abundance, I want abundance of cash. And I want it to show up easily and effortlessly. I want an abundance of loving, supportive, respectful relationships, and I want it to show it up easily and effortlessly. Right? I want an abundance of peace and ease, especially on the entire planet. And I want it to show up without bloodshed. So if you're looking for money, say money. If you're looking for love, say love. Don't get caught up in the spiritual jargon. You'll see me use it in my marketing because it's words that people understand. And so they can see my offers. But when you're working with me, I'm talking cash. I'm talking male, female, or female, female, or male, male, whatever your gig is there. Relationship where there's mutual love, mutual respect, mutual sexual attraction. Right? Okay, I'm getting off my soapbox. Challenging energy this week is going to be freedom, okay? So, and here's the deal why it's going to be challenging. So much of us are not used to experiencing personal freedom. And it scares the shit out of us. Think about it. How many times when you have more than, let's say, 2 to 3 choices, how many times do you get yourself like stuck? You end up in analysis paralysis and you can't move because you don't want to make the wrong choice, right? Freedom kind of shows up that way for ourselves too. It's like, wait a minute, I asked for this and now I got it and now I don't know what to do with it and now it's too much. And what? Yeah, anxiety, absolutely. And what if I do it wrong? And what if freedom is wrong? Like, I've been wanting to feel free forever, but now I feel free, but, you know, this one, hey, how are you? I can never say, I never know the right way to say your name. And I know you, you gave it to me phonetically once. So, Tynick, Tinnick, I know who you are. Sorry. But, you know, when we're feeling that freedom and we feel really good about it, we start, a lot of times freedom can feel uncomfortable, at least initially. Yeah, Jen, absolutely. And then we start to sit there and feel guilty. You know, David and I had this, like he was more free. Tinique. I still, Tinneke, Tinique. That's what I'm going to say. Good morning. For those of you who are watching this on YouTube, you don't see the Facebook scrolling. I'm sorry. Join the group, Spiritual Perfectionists Anonymous, and you can interact with us. All right. So yeah, freedom, it's scary. I mean, David was, yeah, Ebeth, I know you know that for sure. He was more free, almost. You're gonna have to tutor me later. He was more free to be himself when we first met, and he followed a hell of a lot fewer rules than I did. And by rules, I mean like these societal rules, right? You know, where I'm like, oh, you know, you're going here, you have to do this. Like when you go to somebody's house, right? You know, or you got to bring a bottle of wine or something like that with you. And I remember way back, especially when we didn't have money, he's like, we don't have the money for wine, you know, or to bring a gift. Why can't thank you be enough? And, well, because you have to bring a gift. You know, you have to bring a gift or else you're not doing the right thing. And so he helped me to get over a lot of that. I still have some, but these are ways that we cut off our personal freedom, as silly as it sounds. And it does. It's very uncomfortable because it's just not what we were taught. It's not how we were raised. It's not what we're told is the right thing. You know, it's just all these different things. And, you know, I said, David's mom is here, and I'm really happy she's here. We haven't seen her in 3 years, and like I totally stressed over the way I wanted things to be for her in the house, you know, and David's like, she's coming to see us, you know, it's comfortable. You don't have to go crazy. But that's where I hold myself in, because I still come from, it's got to be a certain way. And that's where you cut your freedom off in its simplest form. So when you start seeing this more of this abundance of love showing up, and this abundance in your ability to say yes to the gifts that you've been asking for and that you can finally see and you're willing to receive, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel giddy, and it's going to be very, very freeing. So be careful, because you are going to look for ways of balancing that out this week by constricting yourself again. And hopefully that made sense. Now, last week, the patience card was in our challenging position. And this week, it's in the position of those aha moments. So patience is going to be much easier for y'all this week. I'm not going to say it's easy, and I'm not going to say it's effortless, but it's definitely going to be easier for you guys to tap into and maintain and just have. Okay? So that's, I'm not going to go over that 6,000 times, and here we are, it's 9:30, and I know The first 5 minutes probably was nothing, but let me run through the cards again really quick because I just hate keeping everybody on so long. Even though you have free will to pop off, I just like to get the message out there. Okay, so the theme of the week is love, 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 love in all its forms, okay? And especially self-love, and especially being in that energy of love so that it does support the energy of peace, okay? Abundance is your supporting energy this week. And so that means that in the context of love, it means that there are going to be an abundance of opportunities for you to see where the universe has already placed the goodies that you have been asking for. Okay? Because, you've been asking for stuff, right? You've been asking for different things to show up in your world. And they're going to show up now. Say yes. Freedom is going to be your challenge because it's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have opportunities this week to feel free. Okay? And I'm really excited about that for you. And patience is really going to be, hey, Evie, patience is going to be not so hard this week. It's going to be... it's going to be an easier, yes. It's not going to be as hard to connect with and access. That's the word I was trying to think of. I can't always remember human words. That's something I have to have patience with myself over, because I can talk a lot, and yet it's often difficult for me to find and understand the words, because the angels speak to me in energy, and then I need to translate it, and sometimes it's hard for me to translate into real words. So I just want to grab one more card, even though I wanted to stop it at 9:30. But let me just grab one more card because nice. Okay, it's worth the extra 5 minutes. Miracles. Okay. So that's an additional energy that you have supporting you this week, okay? We've got love. We have got abundance, okay? The freedom, man, the freedom is the freedom to say yes and enjoy receiving the gifts that you've been asking for. Patience is going to be easier for you to access, and have patience with yourself. Please have patience with yourself. And we need it you need it with yourself before everybody else. When you have patience with yourself, for yourself, you have more patience available to everybody else. Okay? And things are a hell of a lot less stressful, and it's easier for shit to show up, and the good stuff to show up, right? Because, again, you're in that higher state, and you're in a more receptive state, and you're able to see those miracles, those miracles that are going to show up for you this week. So I'm really, 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 really thrilled about that. And everybody who joined me on Facebook Live, thank you so much. I'm trying to do these between 8:45 and 9 a.m. Eastern U.S. time. So on, what is today? On Wednesdays. And so I love having you guys here. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Thank you for being here. And so I really appreciate it when you guys are here in the group watching. So just so you know, because I don't always remember to put it out there and let you know what time I'm going to be here. And if you're on Facebook, the group is Spiritual Perfectionist Anonymous. And It's not a huge community. We're a small community. Thank you for the hearts. Oh, blessings to you, Ebeth. We're a small community, but man, we support each other. We really do. It's all of us just learning how to give up this crazy preconceived notion that we need to be perfect in this human form and accept all our traits and accept all our parts about ourselves. Thank you, Dominique, so that we can more easily accept the gifts that the world has to offer us. Oh, Rob, thank you. I love you too. So I would love for you to join us here on Spiritual Perfectionist Anonymous. And guys, if you haven't done it, I really am not good at business some days. If you haven't picked up your free prosperity alignment checklist, go do that at robinlink.com/divine-prosperity. And let's find out how aligned you are with the energy of prosperity so that you can be more open to receiving, well, most specifically, more money. You know, money, I don't want to say it's what makes the world go round, and it doesn't make you happy, but it gives you the choices. It gives you more options in this human world, the way it's operating in currently, so that you do have more choices available, and so that you can have a roof over your head and have, you know, fun in different ways. Okay. Love and money, it's so tied together. Anyway, that's a story for another day. But yeah, go ahead and go check that out. Go grab it. And I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.